Hey Leo, welcome to your weekly forecast for February 21st through the 27th. This is for Leo sun, moon, and rising. You might stumble upon the video outside of the time frame I'm setting the intention for, and that's fine. You're going to find it whenever you are meant to find it and whenever it was time for you to hear the messages. Keep in mind, this is a general reading for the Leo collective. Therefore, not every single message is going to resonate. Take what does, leave what doesn't, and that's it, right? We'll go from there. You may need a private reading, which I'm available for those as well. But we're going to see what is coming up here for Leo sun, moon, rising, and we'll see what happens. Some of you are like, what about Venus? What about Venus? I do Venus separate. I do that in the love readings, and the love readings are linked in the description. All right, so the first card that's coming up here is the Handman. Don't get mad. Don't get mad. Hear me out. A lot of people don't like to see the Hangman because they feel like it means nothing is happening. Nothing is happening. Nothing's going on. There's no movement. Nothing's budging. They forget that the Hanged Man is a major arcana card. So the major arcana cards come up when we're coming into a new chapter. We're coming into a significant period of our life. All of the zodiac signs so far are getting major arcana cards. I've been doing daily readings. A lot of major arcana cards have been coming up. It's because we as a whole, as a race of human beings, are coming into a massive shift, a massive awakening, right? So that's translating into our personal lives as well. There's going to be big shifts and big changes. The major arcana cards tell us this is a significant time. This is a defining moment. This is directly connected with what you came here to experience, what you came here to master. So even though it might seem like a bit of a standstill, this is exactly where you're supposed to be in the moment. And the Handman is about seeing things from a different angle. There's something that you're missing here. Okay? And Spirit is trying to help you to see it. Usually it's one of two things. Either you're making some unnecessary sacrifices and you're limiting yourself, you're pigeonholing yourself as a result. Your thinking is causing you to make sacrifices you don't have to make. And Spirit is trying to help you to see that. You're giving something up that you don't have to be giving up. Another time, or other times, what I see is that you've been blocked for a really long time. You've been trying to manifest for a really long time, but there's been a block. Now the block is clearing. The block is leaving you. And all of the manifestations that have been stuck in a little traffic jam in the pipeline are going to start coming in. The things you've been putting out there for years are going to start appearing into your life. They're going to start materializing. However, a lot of this stuff you're putting out into the universe on autopilot, and you've outgrown it, and you're asking for something that's not even going to make you happy. And Spirit knows this and is trying to help you see that and realize that it's time for you to kind of re-examine, where are you right now? What do you want right now? What do you like right now? Or are you trying to manifest or accomplish things that you think you're supposed to have based on what you think is going to make other people impressed with you, or what other people have told you is success? But if you land it, it's not going to make you happy. There's somebody out there, and their idea of success is, being the CEO of $1 billion company, right? And hustling and grinding and living that, hectic, busy life. And yeah, I'm successful, I'm in demand. If you gave me that dream, if you waved the magic wand and put me in that life, I would be absolutely miserable. That is not the life I want for myself. Nothing wrong with it. I'm not putting it down, right? To somebody else, they're going to be really happy. And I hope that those people get that. I hope that they can be happy because that's going to make them happy. It won't make me happy. So you might be manifesting something that you think is going to be impressive, or something that you think means you're successful, but if it happens, you're going to be absolutely miserable. And your angels and guides know this, and they're like, we're trying to help you, Leo. We're trying to give you a little bit of a timeout, not as a punishment, but to realize this, because the universe has to respect your free will. If you keep putting it out there, eventually you have to receive it. So they're not interfering with your free will. They're just trying to help you have a little bit of time to realize this isn't your dream. This isn't going to make you happy. So it's a good time for self-reflection and to kind of check in with yourself. How have you grown? How have you matured? How have you evolved? How have you changed? How has your taste changed? How has your idea of happiness or the perfect partner or success changed? And then you can align your thoughts and your manifestations accordingly. Your next card coming up here, Leo, is the Ten of Wands. And the Ten of Wands can be coming into a time of completion, right? Like something is done. This could be that you've been working very hard and you're going to wrap it up. You're going to finish a project successfully. And that can be the case for some of you. But the fact that the Ten of Wands is coming up here with the Hangman gives me the feeling in the sense that a lot of you have taken on an unnecessary burden. Or you're doing things in an overly complicated way. And Spirit is trying to say you don't need to continue to carry this. You don't need to do it this way. You can make it easier on yourself. You can put down this burden. It may be time to move on from a situation and take an easier path, and Spirit is trying to help you to see this. Now, Ten of Wands can be that you're far too overworked, and you may be sacrificing your health and your sanity for money, for a job that might not care about you. And for what? For what, Leo? Why? And so Spirit might be trying to show you what you're receiving, but what are you giving up in the process? Now, this doesn't mean that Spirit is telling you to walk into your stressful job that's taking years off your life and quit on the spot if you don't have something else lined up or someone else who can help with bills and finances while you find something else. But it means that you need to get serious about releasing this and releasing yourself from the stress and burden and pressure, and telling yourself that you have to stick this out. You have to give yourself permission to walk away. Then you have to start taking the steps. How do I walk away? What is going to be the next thing? Whether it's looking into some kind of a medical leave, or starting a business, or putting job applications out there. If it's a living arrangement or romantic relationship that's just absolutely killing you, maybe time to walk away here. You're taking way too much on your shoulders. Ten of Wands tells us that you may be sacrificing your health in the process. Is that really worth it? Is it worth it to sacrifice your health? So this is a time, Leo, to look and check on ways in which you can make life easier on yourself. It doesn't have to be so complicated. The next card that's coming up here is the Six of Swords. And Six of Swords is getting away from drama. It's smoother sailing. It's peaceful waters. It's a very positive energy. It could even be a time of getting away. Some of you might be taking some time off or putting in a request to take some time off. And in that time that you're taking off, you may work on yourself or work on your plans in terms of, getting a fresh start or doing something new. Updating your resume, straightening out your finances, looking into moving, things like this. Six of Swords, also, some of you have heard me say this in the past. A lot of the times I've seen Six of Swords come up when you may be taking a trip, but this trip ends up turning into an unexpected relocation. Like, you just think you're getting away for a little bit, and then all of a sudden, bam, 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 things align, and before you know it, you're moving. You're signing a lease or putting an offer on a house or something. Okay, I've seen it happen time and time again over the years with the clients I've read for. It has happened to me. I relocated around this time last year, and I just felt like really stressed out and really overwhelmed, and I just loaded up my car and I just drove out. I drove out of the city. I drove out of Los Angeles. Wasn't even sure where I was going. And when I pulled cards, Six of Swords came up, and I laughed. I go, oh my gosh, that's going to be really funny if I just get in my car and never come back to Los Angeles. And that's exactly what happened. I visited a friend along the way in another state, fell in love with the place. Next thing I knew, I was signing a lease, right? So things might just line up, right? You might have a friend that says, hey, stay here. There's no hurry for you to leave. Stay here. Start job hunting here, right? Or you may find something, you may land something on this trip, and you're like, okay, I guess I'm moving. So sometimes the Six of Swords can be a sudden, unexpected relocation. Very pleasant, but very unexpected. Overall, though, it's a state of mind of peacefulness, getting away from the chaos, getting away from the drama, right? An easier life, away from the stress, away from the chaos. So this is a good time for you to get some quiet time, hear yourself think, rest, and in this energy, make big changes. The next card that's coming up here for Leo is the Six of Wands. And Six of Wands is victory. It's overcoming challenges. It's overcoming obstacles. Six of Wands can also be where you are receiving some type of vindication or validation. Sometimes I see Six of Wands come up where people have been speaking negatively of you, or they've been accusing you of certain things, and then it comes out that they're accusing you of the very things that they're doing, right? Or they're saying lies about you, and it's not who you are, it's who they are. So some of you could have been dealing with a situation where you've really been trying to prove yourself. You've been jumping through hoops in a situation, but there's some vindication or validation that you have done nothing wrong, that you don't need to be jumping through these hoops. And in fact, somebody may be accusing you of the things that they've been doing, and that may be coming to light. Six of Wands could also be beating out the competition, right? Might be a competitive environment. You might be in a competitive field, but there's good news coming your way. You are being chosen for something, against others. You're being the one that's getting picked from the crowd. Six of Wands can also be like increase in business. Like if you have a business, if you're self-employed, you may be seeing an increase of customers that are coming in through word of mouth, right? So you don't have to put a ton of money into things like advertising. A lot of businesses coming in because people are hearing about you from satisfied and happy clients or customers. You may want to check out your moon sign and rising sign videos. Sometimes those might resonate more than your sun sign, or it might add a little extra information for your situation. You may need a private reading, which I'm more than happy to do for you. If you go to calendly.com/amethystangelite, you can schedule a private reading with me there. There's a link in the description. I will be doing daily cards by popular demand. I'll be checking in just real briefly, real quick. Sorry, my doggy's snoring. Ooh. He's having his Six of Swords moment. I don't know if you guys are hearing him, but he's off in dreamland right now. So what was I saying? Oh, so card of the day, real quick. I'll be doing the card of the day, just checking in and bringing in a daily message, just to kind of help people, encourage people, get some good energy going each day. So be sure to check out the cards of the day as well. Love readings for February are linked in the description. March love readings will be up soon. I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, and I'm wishing you all a wonderful week ahead. See you all in the dailies. Take care, Leo.